Hi, I'm Indigo de Souza.
I'm Lucy Dacus, and you're watching Two for
Two
the
for the
Road
road.
on Consequence.
Consequence. Hi, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. It's so funny to meet like this, and we're about to spend a whole month together.
Yeah, this is
But
insane.
yeah, are you in Asheville?
I'm actually in Durham right now. I am like starting a quarantine. We've been like quarantining to prepare for tour.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I'm just at my drummer's house.
Cool.
Yeah. Are
Yeah,
you
I
where?
am also doing that.
Oh, you're quarantining as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, are you at your house?
Yeah, I'm in my little office. I'm like halfway through putting stuff on the wall, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Like that's kind of a funny little patch of stuff. Honestly, it's probably going to stay like that for a really long time
Yeah.
just because that's how things tend to go. But
I think it looks cool.
thank you. Yeah, I guess it could just stay like that.
Well, I like live in a big like church building that was
Whoa.
built in I think 1912 it was. Yeah. And so
Dang.
it's like an old church that's been renovated for people to live inside of it. And so yeah, it's kind of like a community space, but I also live there with one other person and our two dogs.
Wow. What type of dog do you have?
Um, he's a like golden retriever and lab mix. He's black and white.
Is he a sweetie?
He's literally the best. Yeah, I took him
Uh,
on the last tour that we went on, which was also like a month and a half or so. Um, and that was his first real tour. But because I got him at the beginning of the pandemic, and then that was his first time going on tour. But it he did great, and he was really, really sweet the whole time and never acted up. But he actually got so depressed. Like was
what?
like not himself at all and was just always like looking really sad and like had his head like stuffed in weird places in the van. So I'm never gonna bring him on tour again because I think
That's
it would
really
crush him.
sad. Oh no.
Yeah,
He got homesick.
yeah, he like gets to run around with other dogs and like actually live a
Mm,
life when he's home. But on tour,
wow.
it was just like he was going from venue to venue, and yeah, he got
Mm,
tired of it.
that's so sweet.
Do
Okay, I can say I remember this was one of the questions. Like, I found out about your music from my friend Dare, who has incredible taste. We were in the car driving around Philly, and they were like, "You should listen to this album, and you should take this person on tour." And I was like, "Sick." And then someone else said the same thing, and then my bassist Dom was like, "You should check out Indigo de Souza. I feel like y'all would make a good bill." So everyone was just telling me this, and I was like, "Well,
oh,
guess I should hit up Indigo." So thank
wow, that's
you for.
awesome. Yeah, I actually had no idea like how it happened. Like nobody told me. I just get random phone calls like, "Hey, would you want to do this tour? Hey, would you want to do this tour?" And so
Mhm.
it was just kind of like there wasn't any backstory. It was just like, "Do you want to do this?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that sounds awesome."
Yeah. I mean, I guess there are a lot of times that it's just like an agent figures stuff out, but I've never done that because I have to watch the show every night, you know?
Yeah,
So I like to choose people that I like actually want to see 30 times in a row. So
uh-huh.
it just makes life more fun and
Totally.
enjoyable.
It's really important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just put out a song like yesterday or the day before?
Hmm. I
Yeah.
wrote that. It's called Kissing Lessons. I wrote it in 2017,
Oh,
um, and
wow.
tried to put it on. It's the first song I wrote for home video, and then it was honestly too cute. Like it's a bop. It's like under 2 minutes and it's fun, but like the rest of the songs were like more lush, and like
Mhm.
pretty, and just like up against the rest of them, it just felt like an outlier. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
glad that it's out though.
so had you recorded it when like before or did you just re-record it?
We tried recording it in 2018, I'm pretty sure, and it didn't really hit. I thought it sounded annoying. Um, and so we re-recorded it when we were recording the rest of home video. But yeah, I've been holding on to it for almost 3 years. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I know
Mhm.
how that is. Damn.
Um,
Well,
do
well,
you
thank
have like things you're looking forward to on the tour, like certain cities?
um Not real. Honestly, all these cities are, I guess we've been to some of them, but a lot of them, like the Midwest places, are kind of unfamiliar, or like I can't even picture in my mind what they are like.
Mhm.
So I'm excited about that. But yeah, also, I've mostly just been, I think we've all been kind of nervous because it's like the most like strict tour that we'll ever have been on COVID
Mhm.
wise. And like we all were just like almost like nervous, like reading through all of the like rules
I
around COVID.
was too. I was like, dang, because that was like our
Yeah.
tour manager set all of that up, and the whole band kind of like texted on the side, like, wow, we really can't do anything. But
Mm,
it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of a reminder, like, I guess it's our job,
yeah,
and it's
for sure.
still, but yeah, thank you for doing that though.
Oh yeah, no, it's really no problem at all, and it makes total sense. And yeah, it's like really the only way to keep touring as safe as possible and to like make sure that it all happens and that it
Mhm.
doesn't get disrupted. But yeah, it's just I think everyone's like excited, but also like we have to find new ways to interact with these places that we normally would maybe like see family, or like my
Mhm.
drummer, his like almost entire family lives in Minneapolis, and
Oh
they
wow.
don't get to see each other very often, and they're all like so excited to come to the show but also won't be able to see us. So I think that that's like a funny quirk, but honestly everyone is like has really come around and is excited about being in like a funny bubble with you guys and with
Mhm.
us, and we're just excited to like play games and
Yeah. Are
yeah,
y'all
just
into
like
games?
oh yeah, we love games.
What games are you into?
We have, I think my favorite game is Code Names. Do you know that one?
Sick. Yeah, that's so
It's,
fun.
yeah, we have the words and the pictures version.
Cool.
We brought Set, we have Scrabble, we have chess, we have Boggle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love Boggle. Nobody plays Boggle with me.
Oh, I
I'm
love Boggle
I
so much.
love Boggle. I have been trying to convince my band to get into poker because I thought that would be fun to have like a tour long poker series that it's
Yeah,
like you kind of like roll over. So maybe we'll get into poker. Um,
that's cool. I don't know how to play poker.
it's actually so easy once you can look at you can keep a cheat sheet right next to you about like what hands matter and don't matter. I feel
Oh.
like I want to begin a very low grade gambling addiction. Like I love low stakes, like if it was like a $5 buy-in, like that type of thing. Um, yeah, we have a game called Splendor. Have you heard of this game?
No.
Okay, maybe we'll play it. But it's like these different jewels. Okay, this is just really nerdy. I'll talk to you about it later. I guess
Um,
like for me, I like got into knitting over quarantine, and I uh am knitting a sweater right now, so
Hell yeah.
I'll probably do a lot of that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you like listen to podcasts at the same time? That seems like it would be really nice to like do something with your hands, but also be like learning. Sounds fun.
That's like a good idea. I don't know why I don't do that. I probably should. I feel like I've gotten out of listening to podcasts recently for
Uh,
whatever reason. I mean,
mm,
I also like I'll do it and like think my thoughts, you know?
yeah.
Like even if the thing about tour, I don't know if you experience this, but like everyone is like within 6 inches of you all day long. And so you kind of have to like pretend you're having personal time. You can
Yeah.
kind of just like figure out a way to feel like no one's there. Yeah, how do you unwind?
Totally. Yeah. I feel like my band, my touring party is like really good at advocating for themselves and taking space. Like even when we're all together, everyone's very like self-focused in a really good way that serves us all really well, and they're also all like very caring and loving towards one another. And um, so yeah, it always feels like when we like enter a green room for a long period of time, it's always really like a safe space to just chill out, which is
Nice.
nice. But yeah, I feel like I like bring a little like OP1 and um like mini like keyboard everywhere and just kind
Cool.
of like open up Logic and like fuck around with sounds. And that's really fun to do, especially in the green room when we're there for like hours.
That's
I
so
think I
cool.
try to just like relax and nap.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I like to draw. Uh,
Cool.
yeah.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
got into doing watercolors and I feel like it'd be too messy to bring on tour, but I might try this time around.
No, I feel like that could work.
Like just having it's just like the cup of water in the bus, like
Yeah.
teetering, like I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, are you guys I mean obviously you probably are, but you're in a tour bus?
This is like our first or our second tour in a bus, and
Wow.
it's right on time because I like have two herniated discs and I'm hoping to get back
Wow.
surgery this year, but basically I can't sit in a car for many hours anymore. I feel like an ancient elderly woman saying that, but yeah, just my body can't handle it anymore. But it's wild. I mean,
Wow.
I hope for you one day the bus tour experience. Though there's pros and cons, like I miss seeing the country and I miss like the hours of the day that are quiet and like you have no other option but to like be where you are. There's like a certain sense of like presence in van
Uh,
touring,
yeah.
which I don't know, I think some people find exhausting, but I kind of find energizing. Like you have to be present a lot. How do you know your band?
Oh, well, I used to have a different band, like I guess a couple of years ago. I started out with all different members, and then once things started to kind of kick up a notch, and it was like, oh, this isn't like we're just playing, shows here and there. Now it's like a real job, and it's full
Hmm.
time, and it's kind of intense. It was like very clear that those bandmates were like not really wanting to do that as a job. So then I like switched over to all new bandmates, but that was kind of a long process. It was like at the beginning of the pandemic, we recorded Any Shape You Take, and then like with my old bandmates, and then they all left, and then I started looking for new people. And I started out just with my drummer, and then we kept looking for other people, and then eventually everything just kind of fell into place.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, they're definitely a dream. They're like the sweetest, most
Hmm.
tender boys.
Wow. I
Yeah.
love that. Excited to meet everybody. My band is also gentle, sweet people. The whole crew. I feel like I won the lottery. Like everyone's the best person.
Oh, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's gonna
It's
be really.
possible to just be nice. I don't know if you've encountered like a bunch of mean people in music. I feel
Mhm.
like I end up encountering a lot of nice people, but it is weird. Some people like think it's necessary to be like cutthroat or be like just have like a competitive mindset. And like I'm just glad I'm surrounded by people that don't think that way at all.
Yeah, yeah, I've definitely encountered other bands like that,
Mm.
or like just have seen some serious dysfunction within bands or within touring parties, and or like tour managers that are actually really like have huge heads or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel also really blessed with everyone that I work with. So
Hmm. Oh, I have I have a memory of something
yeah.
recent, and it starts off as a bad story, which is our guitarist got COVID on our last tour,
Oh my
which
God.
uh he's fine, but like we have no idea where he got it, how he got it. Like anyways, we were in Iowa City. We had to cancel like three shows. Three of the shows that we're gonna play are rescheduled shows: Iowa City, Minneapolis, and Chicago.
Oh,
Um, but that night we like drove away, and all of us like were feeling scared and stir crazy and like kind of like hopping around, like laying on the floor of the bus as it was moving. And like we got to this hotel at 10 p.m. Uh, and I ordered a like low country boil, yeah, which is like, crab legs and shrimp and like
Oh
corn on the
yeah.
cob and potatoes. And I just like found this place that would deliver it to the hotel. And we have folding chairs and like a big like folding table. And so we set up in the yard of the hotel all of our chairs and table. And then like we're delivered a low country boil in a plastic bag. And we just like spread it out. And all of us, like, we were all like 6 feet away from each other, just like tossing each other the bag, like eating hush puppies. And it was like a terrible day that ended in this it was also raining, but we couldn't like all eat inside together because we hadn't like tested yet.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's like
Oh my god.
on the worst day ever, one of the best things happened. Just like throwing shrimp at each other.
Wow, that's psychedelic.
Yeah.
When we were in Seattle, we stayed at this hotel called the Pineapple Hotel.
Okay.
And everything inside of it is pineapple themed. Like every single thing that can possibly have a theme is pineapple. And it was like a very dog friendly hotel too. And Winston got like a bunch of treats and there were other dogs in there that he could play with. That's a really good memory.
That's cute. I was wondering if it was gonna end up being SpongeBob themed.
Oh, that would be cool. They should definitely have more themed hotels. I often feel like the hotels are so boring.
Yeah. Why not more themed hotels? What are you into? I can go first if you want time to think.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, now I have to think. Well, the record that I've been listening to so much recently is Absolutely by Dijon. Have you heard this record?
Oh no.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's funny because I've done a couple interviews recently and they always ask what are you listening to and I say Dijon, so they're all going to come out and it's going to sound like I'm just obsessed with this one guy. And I am like right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this record, it's such good songwriting, such good production choices, like such a journey. Like the transitions between songs are perfect. It's like sentimental and like exploratory, and it's like cool because I feel like it's sentimental in a way that kind of feels like nostalgic and past heavy, but it's made in a way that feels like edge pressing and future feeling. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it just like it rocks.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard that name before, but yeah, just have never listened. Yeah, I mean, you just reminded me. I feel like every time I'm asked about media, I often bring up Dan Riggins. Do you know the band Friendship?
Oh no, but they're touring with you, right? I saw that.
Yeah. Friendship is like the band, and then Dan Riggins, who writes the songs for Friendship, also has like a solo project just called Dan Riggins. And yeah, basically I just feel really inspired by him lately. I just like his songwriting is just like completely unbelievable to me. And it's kind of like one of those things where it just feels like I am listening to someone who should be just so famous. Like everybody knows the songs and the songs are like anthems in the world. But they're just like, he doesn't have that many listeners and he still is like somewhat undiscovered in the world in the grand scheme. But he's just like an absolute like poetic genius.
Wow.
And it just like hurts me that more people don't like listen to him or know about him. But
well, I'm gonna like type it on Spotify.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's this one song. Well, all of his songs I think are amazing, but there's one that he put out on his solo project called Dent. He put out a song called Dent and a song called Diner. And Dent is like we got to perform that like with him when he was touring with us this last tour. And yeah, just like made my life to be able to sing that.
Aw, that's cute. Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Hell yeah.
Nice. We're just like coming out of this with homework assignments.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.